The woman who was instrumental in convicting former San Diego police officer Anthony Arevalos for sexual misconduct is now being accused of bribing him to get out of a DUI. The move comes just a few months before the civil case against the city goes to trial. 10 News anchor Itika Milanes spoke to some attorneys today who say this is a shameful attempt to smear the victim. Itika.
Kim, this is the latest of a dozen civil lawsuits against the city, but it has the potential to be the most explosive and expensive. Now, this is the woman that you see there on surveillance video going into a downtown 7-Eleven with former officer Anthony Arevalos. Once called a hero for coming forward, this woman is now being called an instigator.
Well, obviously the city is recognizing that she has credibility issues.
Gretchen Von Helms was former officer Anthony Arevalos' defense attorney. She wishes prosecutors would have taken a closer look at Jane Doe during the trial because this woman practically put the nail in his coffin.
Because without her testimony, he may not have been convicted of any of the events.
These new documents filed by the city attorney say plaintiff bribed Officer Arevalos with her panties to get out of the DUI. But another attorney who won a $700,000 award for another Arevalos victim calls this accusation a classic case of blaming the victim. And the claim appears to be a stunning about-face for the city. When Jane Doe came forward claiming that Arevalos took her to a 7-Eleven for her panties to get out of a DUI, Police Chief Bill Lansdowne called her a hero. Now the city claims the woman initiated that conversation, not Arevalos. But Von Helm says prosecutors knew that all along.
Because that's exactly what came out of her mouth. The city's position at the time, well, against Officer Arevalos was, well, you're a police officer and you shouldn't have taken her up on the bribe.
Neither side appears to want to settle the case, so it's headed for trial. One lawyer calls the accusation of panty bribing an attempt to infect the jury pool and possibly a tactic to reduce the amount of money Jane Doe could get from this case.
Both of those times, she basically acknowledged that she was part and parcel of this bribe. They're defending the citizens of San Diego's pocketbook. So that is a tactic that the city's attorney's office is doing now to protect the pocketbooks of people.
Now, so far, the city has paid out more than $2 million to settle the cases from previous Arevalos victims. One source told me this one could cost the city millions. However, the city attorney is pulling out all the stops and hiring top experts from around the country. Itika Milanes, 10 News.